next week, instead of starting the test immediately when you get to, I want you to make a multiplication chart. I want you to make your own multiplication chart. Because what you guys are showing me is you do know how to multiply. A lot of you have these things memorized. But when we have class and I ask you what's 7 times 8, it takes you a while to think of it. So what I'm hoping is that when you take the test next week, you spend 5 minutes doing this first. You're trying to put all that information on here. And then, when you start to take the test, you don't have to think about the multiplication. You can just find the answer. So, that's my hope. When you take the test next week, you start off making a multiplication chart instead. Then start the test. Yes, Aliso? No, you are taking the state test in your advisory. Flip it back over, please. So is here, right? The 0 that goes with my line is here. I'm going to look for 75 degrees from that 0. And 75 degrees is down here. Now, 75 degrees plus 105 degrees is 180. So 105 degrees and 75 degrees are related to each other. They're on the same part of the protractor. Eliseo, why are we using the compass again?
Because it moves.
You're using it to hold down? Okay then. Yep. We always need to start from 0. Okay. Now, connect your dots. Connect those dots.
Like the dots and dots?
These dots. The dot we started with and the dots you just made. Connect those dots. Now, to be clear, the angle we just made from here to here was our 75 degrees. And remember, the other degrees that goes with 75 to make 180 was how much? How much from 75 to 180? How much from 75 to 180? It's 105. Guess what this angle right here is then? If we know that this is a straight line, we just made the opposite amount is 105 degrees. All right. Are we ready for the next step? Can I get a thumbs up when you're ready for the next step? You've made your 75-degree line. Has everyone done that? Thank you, Beverly, for the confirmation. Anyone else done drawing that so I know I can move on? Thank you, guys. Table 9, are we done?
No.
Okay. I'm done. So again, 75 degrees is acute. It should look smaller than 90 degrees. Looking pretty good. All right. Now, your second step is to pick a point on one of your lines. Yes, that looks good. Pick a random point on your line. So for me, I'm going to pick, I don't know, way out here. I'm going to pick that point. You could pick a point on this line. You could pick a point closer to the other point. It doesn't really matter as long as you pick a point on either side. Did everyone pick a point? Pick a random point on either line. Angel, can you take your feet off my chairs? Thank you. You also could have picked a point like right here. You could have picked a point here. You could have picked a point here. Any of those points will work. All right, now we have to make the next angle. Do you guys want to do 45 60 next? 60? Okay, fine. I'm taking my original point, and I am going to line up my point with all the other lines. And I'm going to make sure that the dot lines up with the hole, and the lines should all match up. From whatever dot you made. Now, my 0 for this line is on the inside of the protractor. Do we all see how 180 is on the outside and 0 is on the inside on this side? Yes. Since my angle is going to be going this way, I'm going to go to 0 this way. That means the inside. So I'm going to look for, we said 60 degrees, right?
Yeah.
We did. So I'm going to look for 60 on the inside. And that happens to be right here. And 60 degrees plus 120 is 180. So if we were to go this way, it's 120 degrees. So 60 and 120 are supplementary angles. That means they're on opposite sides of the protractor, right? Yeah. But as I showed you over here, when we drew that 75 degree angle, we also secretly drew 105 degrees. You are drawing both angles at the same time. But we only want the 60. So, oops, I didn't draw this line big enough. I'm going to first, I didn't make mine big enough, so I'm going to extend this line. And just draw into it. And then I'm going to finally connect my dots. And this was my 60 degree angle. Now, the test to see if my picture was right and if your picture was right is what should this last angle be? What does this one have to be?
45.
It has to be 45. So, I'm going to double check that I was right. So, I'm going to line up my protractor with the intersection being down here at this corner. I'm going to make sure I line up the 0. Now my 0 is up here, it's on the outside. So I'm going to check, is it 45 degrees? And mine's more like 46 degrees. But I feel like 1 to 2 degrees off is fine. It's pretty accurate.
Why is that 50?
That looks pretty good. Except for that little crooked part right there. But it's okay. Ooh, that means somewhere else you measured it incorrectly. Check the other one. Okay, so this one's supposed to be the 6th grade. Where's your protractor? Okay, we're measuring to make sure that this angle right here is actually 45. So, if I line this up, yours is more like 70. I don't think this one is quite. Well, I think the closer is 45.
45 right here, guys. 45 right here. Right there. Right here.
All right. Looks good. Can you check that one?
Okay, okay, that's okay. Okay.
I wonder if this one's 45.
60. Shut up, Paul. Trying to focus it, bro.
All right.
You're sour.
Oh, you probably just did it backwards. You did 45 first, and then you did 60. That's probably what happened.
You're sour.
Is that 60 degrees? retry that?
That works.
Did you measure everything?
That works.
Can you double check that you did it correctly? That looks pretty good. And your line, it looks like it's going straight and suddenly curves inward. What happened is when you went to extend it, you see how when you extend this, the line goes down to the you most likely just cut it like this. So next time when you do this, just make sure you're trying to keep the entire line. Alright! Can I have everyone looking over at me in 3, 2, 1. Alright. I have given you guys some tips individually. I would like to see what you can do by yourself. So, you can pick whatever problem you'd like on page 55. You need to do at least one of them before leaving. You are at the end of the period. You're going to tear this out and hand it to me. So, wait. 3, 2, 1. You do not need to pick the same one as your group, but you can all do the same one. Guys. I'm giving instructions. You may choose any 4 of them, but you have to do at least one of them. You have the rest of the period, that's about 12 minutes, to do 1, hopefully 2 of these. Try your best, ask the people next to you for help, ask me for help. You may begin. Guys, I'm giving you tools, not as toys. At least that was not his fault. It was both of your faults. Do not pass blame onto all of us. Giselle, please turn around. Which one are you going to do? Okay. What are you doing? Number 1. Melody, what are you doing? Good. Lily, what are you doing? These lines. What are you measuring?
My thanks.
That's like 10 degrees. Maybe 10 degrees.
It's not even a ducky.
Well, you want to make it a triangle with a 50, 60, and 70. It's not quite a 10 degree. Oh, it's not. Where you want to use these right there. And now, well, double check. You line this up, right? Where's 0? It's pointed here, right? So are we going to look on the outside or the inside? Okay, and does it go to 50? Nope, see, you adjusted that. See, it's a little bit more than 50. So do you want to retry it? I'd retry it on sound. So you're off by more than 2 degrees. I would use this one. See how this one might be a little bit off? I use this one. And you need 2 30 degrees. Right? How's it going? Right? What does it say?
My wrist.
What does it say? And do we use the angle measurements to measure those side lengths? What do we use to measure those side lengths? centimeters, by the way.
The other side, this time you're gonna use this side.
What you've done is you made all of your angles the same area. You are correct that this right here is gonna be your 50, this is your 60, and this is your 70. But you're using the same point for each one of them. No, here you use to then make your 60. What you've done is you've made, and here is your 50. Here. This, you didn't use the when you were trying to make it right. You have to keep them, if you want to keep this separate. This one right here, then here you would draw it. So, you gotta start. What do I always start with? What do I start every single construction with? Okay, but what did I do on the page? Okay, do that please. No, I'm very specific. I don't just randomly do things. Yeah, I don't go eee. So, why does it do start with? The very simple thing that we have to start with is a before that. Wherever you want. That's the beauty of doing this. Is that it can start wherever. And you treat 90 as a you subtract 90 minus the angle here, and then draw that. Get your angles on the draw. Okay, so what's the reason for 90? No, I don't want to 40 is going to be your 55, 40 plus 50. So you use this, and that'll be 50. Now draw your line. Now, start with the angle. Can you make a 30-degree angle? What's up? That looks really good. That looks perfect, Alicia. Good job. Now, because there's no measurements, right? There's no lengths, you can take any point on these lines and then draw your next angle. Just pick one. You can either pick the point you already drew on. Wait, you want to make sure these are lined.
Yeah, that sounds easy.
You want to make sure it's lined up with 0. You want to make sure it's 0. And now find, wait, so your 0 from the inside or the outside? Okay, so that means you're drawing which angle? You're all drawing. I mean, that means you want the inside to be 6 and you want 0 on the inside, you want your 6 on the inside too. Need everyone to put their tools back into the basket. Rip out this page and put your name on it. Send me your diamonds to bring your baskets up. Make sure your name is on it. Make sure your name is on it. No, you're turning it into me. Oh, you're gonna make him. Yeah. Hand me your papers as you